Hello, children. I'm here to talk to you today about Politics 101, because the left hasn't been doing all that great this last couple of years. And there's a very good reason for that. Now, me, I consider myself left of center. I would like to be financially conservative, but on many other things, I'm quite liberal. In fact, I tend to vote green. And I wanted to stick up for Hillary. I thought of voting Remain, but I couldn't. Here's the skinny of it. As far as the Remain goes, there just wasn't any good reason that I could see other than, oh, I won't have to get a visa to go to Spain. Big whoop. That's it. That's all they had for it. That's all they had for me. And as for the whole Hillary thing, considering the guy she was running against, a used condom could have won against Trump. The entire election was rigged in her favor, and she still lost. Does that not tell you something? The media was against Trump. The protesters were against Trump. The votes were actually rigged against Trump in several states. In fact, those recounts that she wanted got him more votes. How do you cheat and still lose? But I don't want. Let's not go into that. What I want to talk about is how the left can start winning again. 1. Pick candidates that are actually somewhat likable. Don't pick another Hillary. 'Cause I couldn't like her. I couldn't. After I heard the words coming out of her mouth, I wanted to string the bitch up by her ovaries. Calm. She cheated for the primary. She cheated for the election. Still lost. Because she was so hateable. She was more hateable than Trump, who, as I said, a used condom could have won against him. I still, to this day, contend that he was trying to lose. He was actually trying to lose. I swear he was. And he won because you picked the absolute worst possible candidate to run against him. Okay. So that's 1. Pick likable candidates. Pick a candidate that people can get behind. Not that thing. 2. Come with some good arguments that you can have facts to back up. And leave out the ad hominem, buzzwordy, name-calling, ranty, race-baity, identity politicking that you had for this entire election and for the Brexit election. Leave that shit out. 'Cause calling people XYZ buzzword is not an argument. It's not. Okay? Saying, oh, you're a racist. How? You never said anything was actually racist. Because guess what? Immigrant isn't a race. You got white immigrants to America all the time. Hell, I'm from Bermuda, a predominantly black country, and we get white immigrants. They're mostly Portuguese. Immigrant is not a race. And illegal is the main word in his whole campaign. Illegal, meaning they broke the law to get there. I'm an immigrant, a legal one. I went through the legal, proper channels to get to Scotland. Yeah, it's hard. Unless, of course, in my case, you're part of the Commonwealth. But it's hard to legally get into a country. There's a reason for that. They want to make sure, all countries want to make sure, that they're getting the best Or at least good. So yeah, no more ad hominems. No more race baiting. No more identity politics. Arguments. Solid arguments backed up by facts. Learn how to debate again and not call people names. Number 3. Stop with all the bullshit protests. Yes, you have a right to peaceful assembly. It's gotta be peaceful, damn it. Because that's not protesting, that's rioting. Peace. No smashing windows. No hitting people. No throwing things at people. Peaceful. Like in Martin Luther King's day. Have some signs, sing some songs. Don't touch anybody. Stay out of their personal space. And no hitting. Don't set anybody's hair on fire, you crazy bitches. Enough, enough, enough. Because as I said, I'm left of center. And to say that, for anyone to say that they're left these days is kind of embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. Because of what the left is doing. You're losing your minds. And you're driving me nuts. Just going, what the actual fuck? Every time I see something else come up on YouTube or the news or anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the blogosphere, I see this shit and I have to go, what the fuck are you doing? Stop it! Stop it! Because after the Women's March, I was slightly ashamed to call myself a woman. And this is where your identity politics would have helped me. Because if gender is a social construct, I would have chosen to be a man. Just so I could say, I'm not with them. I am not with those crazy bitches who are threatening to blow up the White House or talking about their periods. I'm not. I really am not. That's insane. You sound insane. You've lost your damn minds, and you need to stop that if you want to start winning again. Because nobody likes to be screamed at. Nobody likes to be told what to do. Hell, look at the actual breakdown of the polls. The majority of Trump voters were women. God damn it. Oh, sorry. The majority of women voters voted for Trump. Either way, a hell of a lot of women voted for Trump because you bitches is crazy. And they didn't want to be represented by you. And as to the whole solid arguments thing, voting for a candidate just because she has a vagina is not good enough. To be perfectly honest with you, I would have loved to see Carly Fiorina versus Hillary Clinton. Because I know who would have won. Carly. Clinton was that bad of a candidate. And saying you're racist if you want to stem migration. This is for any political platform in any country. Whether it's Brexit, whether it's the presidential elections, whether it's the upcoming France elections, whether it's the soon-to-be in the distant future German elections. Migration is an issue. It is a very big issue. I'm okay with some of it, clearly. But it's gotta be slow, gradual, and it's not supposed to destabilize the community. It's not supposed to destabilize the entire country, okay? There's only so much resources you have. And they're mainly set aside for the people who are already there. So if you pile double the amount of people on, you kind of spread thin, for one thing. I mean, right now, Scotland's in the midst of an NHS crisis. Why? Because there's too many people who need in the hospital. Yeah. We've got people sleeping on the floors. Yeah. Ambulances not going to people are going 20 minutes later than they normally do. Meanwhile, Nicola Sturgeon is focusing on the Brexit. She's beating a dead horse, essentially. It's over. It's done. Get over it and focus on things that are actually important, like the hospital situation, the situation with the NHS, or maybe the situation with the economy, which the SNP are also ignoring. Focus on the issues. That's number 4. Focus on the flippin' issues that people are actually worried about. And stop going, oh, vote for me because I am a this. Nobody cares what you are. People care what you can do. That is the important thing. Saying that, oh, I am a cisgendered woman of color. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. What can you do to help the society you're trying to run? That's what they want to hear. Give people that, they might actually vote for you. You might actually start winning again. Have good arguments to back it up. You might start winning again. Come with facts over feels. Because nobody gives a fuck about your feels when they're flat broke and out of a job. Yeah, reals over feels now, not the other way around. That's how you start winning. So yeah, pick better candidates. Stick to arguments with facts. Focus on the actual issues that people are worried about. And stop focusing so much on your goddamn feelings because nobody gives a shit. 4 ways that the left can start winning again. Oh, and yeah, no more violent protests. Those aren't protests, those are riots. Let's face it, that's just rioting. And stop calling yourself a socialist, a communist, because those two systems don't work out very well anywhere they've ever been tried, okay? Just saying. Personally, I'm a capitalist. Why? Because it is the absolute best economy for the little guy who has nothing and can, through capitalism, crawl their way up to the top. Yeah, so stop with the socialism. Because you're scaring people off. People who want to keep their money. Should I ever make it rich, I don't want to have to give away 90% to the government so that all of those who don't do shit can get. If you don't do shit, you don't get shit. That's how I was raised. That's just the reality of the world. So yeah. Better candidates. Better arguments. Better focus on issues. No more riots. And stop calling yourself a goddamn socialist. That is how the left can start winning again.